Hi, good morning. So I'm going to do this as I'm actually driving to work because this is where most of my thoughts happen. So, interesting things that I've discovered in my continual collection of the broken pieces of myself. As I go more into how I lost my power, I discover pieces of myself that had power that were missing. And as they return, it's thrown me into this different state of being, which up till now I probably would have been uncomfortable with. An offshoot and an external mirror of that is I'm actually considering applying for a job as a police officer. Who knew? Well, of course it made sense, because for a big chunk during the 80s and into the mid-90s, I was a cosmic policeman. So, and one of my big totems is Crow, which of course is, in my own definition, to do with lawmakers and the enforcement of cosmic law. However, how in keeping and in alignment is that with me being, somebody who's waking somebody up, way shower? Can you be a way shower as a cop? I don't know. I found it interesting to see that as I stepped into the shamanism side of myself that I had lost, I have retrieved so much information, but maybe it was to do with the astrological alignments going on right now, and the fact that was the downloading because of the I think it's Mercury that's over the moon right now, which is allowing divine downloads. Who knows? The bottom line is I'm finding shards of myself everywhere. I retrieved broken pieces of my power and the ability to hold my etheric boundaries from my ex-husband. They manifest in a dream in the form of cats that his current wife, who is connected to my DNA, I called her in to replace me so that I could vacate him and she could continue my karma. But in the process, in the exchange, she kept my power. So I've retrieved that. Last night, I had more instruction on how to not blend in to mass consciousness, and I realized this morning that my son is a big mirror of that because he's autistic, so he doesn't blend in to mass consciousness because he carries a separate coding, and through my association with him, it's somewhat created a bubble. I now realize that whatever I do, I can be invisible to the average human because I can run a different energetic signature that allows me to exist simultaneously in their space, but not participate or be of their space, which I have had issues with till date. So that was a huge stepping stone forward for me. But this morning, the biggest lecture I had was that I am very good at creating from my broken. I'm very good at dwelling on what's wrong and then wondering why I don't manifest anything other than drama and problems. So I've been manifesting from my broken, the patterning that's running subconscious or conscious, that everything is just a burden, everything is just a problem. Oh my gosh. And so I now realize that I haven't been focusing on Sophia circles. I haven't been focusing on meditation circles. I haven't even been focusing on offering my services as in soul retrieval. I know that I could do that. I'm a tracker. I know that I could do that. I'm retrieving my own aspects. It's not enough to do activation. I need to be thoroughly involved in integration as well, as I found in my own patterning. And after all, we create our own life so that we have the medicine that we offer to others. So from my own experience, it's not just enough to be activated. I couldn't find my way alone. I started with the help of the Ascended Masters, and then I realized they were differentiated aspects of myself on one level, but on a fully unconscious third dimensional level, they were guides because they had walked on the physical earth planes. However, within my own experience and my own cosmic memories, I have too. So that's why I identified them in the way I did. But I realized that they're essential stepping stones. There's been a recent recall to crystal. I've been told to connect with the guardians of the minerals because I left codes within them for this time when I needed to recode my third dimensional physical form with the codes that I left in physical crystals throughout the planet. And having been a crystal singer, I realized that that meant more. I've always known that I was a crystal singer, but I didn't realize that that meant that I would sing cellular codes within the RNA, DNA, and mitochondria to shift the biological functions from third dimension into the ability to feed on plasmic light, which has consciousness, the nectar that they so speak about in ancient history, the nectar. So interesting. I kind of got a bit of a rap on the wrists for how I focus on the negative or what I see as wrong, rather than focusing on the positive, not even the positive, but rather than seeing the challenge in the situation, seeing how it propels me into action, and how the action is nothing but beneficial and growth. I realized my subtle form of self-sabotage and procrastination was through disbelief and the constant churning of, oh my gosh, now I have to deal with this, now I have to deal with this, now I have to do this, and do I have the ability to do this, do I have enough money, oh my gosh, no wonder my life is a mess. Instead of, this gives me a divine opportunity to actually become stronger in this area, and oh my gosh, I can actually put my organizational skills that I've been developing into place. I can manifest this, make this happen. I have these friends that can help me with this. Oh, what a wonderful network of people I'm creating. And I want to move into teaching profound truth and wisdom, rather than taking care of people who have PSTD, who are broken, and mirror my own brokenness to myself. I don't know if this is making sense. I find it incredibly exciting. It's like I've been turned inside out. And haven't finished. I have 3 courses I'm running simultaneously. And right now it's been the own tutorial that I'm receiving through downloads. So interesting. I'm considering the courses as tools in my toolkit that I can then offer to others. And the mirror for that is the repairing of my son's car. His radiator's blown, which is, how the engine is cooled through the water. So learning to become my own mechanic, as it were. I find it very exciting. So rather than being a daunting chore that I have to endure, I'm seeing it as a wonderful mirror to look at my own cooling system. Anyway, I don't know if any of that makes sense, but that's what's in my head today. I know nobody watches these videos. It's just actually my own thought collection. It's instead of journaling. So enjoy, Gina Vina. Enjoy.